Once, there was a man who had everything. A garden more beautiful than words can describe. Rivers that ran with gold. Animals that walked beside him like old friends. Food on every branch. Peace in every breath. He had no worries, no hard work, no pain, no arguments, no sorrow. Every day was a gift, and every gift was from God. But that life, that perfect, beautiful life, was gone.
Adam! Adam!
This was the real world now, outside the garden, where the ground did not give its fruit easily, where you had to fight the earth just to eat.
You are daydreaming again, while I am out here working. How are we supposed to eat, Adam? How are we supposed to survive if you sit there with your eyes closed?
Watch how you speak to me. And do not forget, this is your fault. All of it. This ground, this struggle, this life, you brought this on us.
I will greatly multiply thy sorrow. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to your husband, and he shall rule over thee.
Now, the Bible does not tell us that Adam and Eve argued, but it is not hard to imagine. They were human, they were hurting, and pain has a way of turning into blame.
Adam, I am sorry. I truly am. I know what I did. I know what it cost us. But we are still here. We still have each other. And we still have God. Let me help you.
But Eve was not alone in that moment. The Bible tells us that Adam was there with her. God had told him directly, "Do not eat of it." And when she offered it to him, he took it.
I am sorry, my darling. I am to blame too for this mess. It's my fault too. We must not blame each other. We must trust God, move on and work together. That's how we survive.
And so they worked, not against each other, but together. Because even outside the garden, even in the hardest seasons of life, love and forgiveness are always more powerful than blame. Adam and Eve had left the garden, but life went on, and in time, God blessed them with children, 2 sons, 2 very different hearts. Years passed. Adam and Eve built a life together outside the garden, and now a new gift was on its way. God had not forgotten them. Even in the cursed ground, even in the hard seasons, life kept coming. Because that is what God does. He keeps giving. God had spoken a hard truth to Eve in the garden, that bringing life into the world would not be easy, that it would cost her something. And in that moment, every word of it was true. She called him Cain, and even in their hardship, Eve recognized something beautiful.
I have gotten a man from the Lord.
That this child was not just hers. He was a gift from God. That is something we can all remember. Every good thing in our lives comes from God, even when life is hard. And soon, there was a second son. They named him Abel. Cain and Abel, the first brothers the world had ever known. As they grew, the brothers chose different paths.
Come, let us look at the sheep over there.
Cain worked the ground. He was a farmer.
I will come soon. Let me water the plants first.
Okay, but hurry up now.
Abel kept the sheep. He was a shepherd. Two brothers, two kinds of work. In those days, they brought offerings to God. An offering was a gift, a way of saying, "Thank you, God. Everything I have comes from you." It was an act of worship, an act of the heart. The boys had grown, and each one had found his calling. Cain worked the land, the very same cursed ground his father had wrestled with for years. And then there was Abel. Abel was a shepherd. He did not fight the ground. He walked the open fields, watching over his flock with quiet patience and gentle hands.
You did a great job. We have a good amount of food now.
I know. I told you my methods would work. Nobody works harder than me or knows this land better than I do.
I am proud of you, son.
Abel, I brought you something to eat. How are the sheep today?
Thank you, Mother. The Lord has kept them through the night. Not one is missing.
They look strong. You take good care of them.
It is the Lord who makes them strong, Mother. I only follow where He leads them. These sheep are His gift to us.
The time of offering is near. The usual, a lamb without blemish.
Father, my harvest is full. My grain is the finest I have grown. Surely God can see how hard have worked.
My son, it is not about how hard you have worked. It has never been about that.
I will bring what I have. Why should I trade my stuff for a lamb? My offering speaks for itself.
And when it came time to bring his offering, he chose a lamb, the very best from his flock, a young, innocent lamb, without blemish. But why a lamb? Because God had shown that without the shedding of blood, sins cannot be forgiven. Abel understood this. His offering showed that he trusted God completely, not in his own hands, not in his own strength, but in God alone. Cain, he brought what he had grown, the fruit of the ground, the work of his own hands.
Look what I have done.
But Cain's problem was not only his offering, it was also his heart. His gift said, "Look what I have done." Abel's gift said, "Lord, I trust in you." God accepted Abel's offering. But he did not accept Cain's.
Why art thou wroth? And why is thy countenance fallen? If thou doest well, shalt thou not be accepted? And if thou doest not well, sin lieth at the door. And unto thee shall be his desire, and thou shalt rule over him.
He rejected my hard work. I conquered this cursed soil. Look what I built! He rejected it. Mine was better than Abel's.
Cain, God does not want your best harvest. He wants your obedience. Bring the lamb. You are Abel's older brother. Lead him well. Humble yourself, and God will make you great.
And Cain talked with Abel his brother. And it came to pass, when they were in the field, that Cain rose up against Abel his brother and slew him.
Where is Abel thy brother?
I know not. Am I my brother's keeper?
What hast thou done? The voice of thy brother's blood crieth unto me from the ground. And now art thou cursed from the earth, which hath opened her mouth to receive thy brother's blood from thy hand. When thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength. A fugitive and a vagabond shalt thou be in the earth.
My punishment is greater than I can bear.
And even then, even after the worst sin imaginable, Cain only cared about himself. He complained that his punishment was greater than he could bear, and that he was driven out from the face of the earth. He was even afraid of someone finding him and slaying him. At no point did Cain ever say that he was sorry for what he did. Yet, God showed mercy and placed a mark on him so that no one would harm him. Adam and Eve had lost both of their sons. Abel was gone, taken too soon, through no fault of his own. And Cain had walked away into a life of wandering, carrying the weight of what he had done. It was the darkest season of their lives. But God was not finished. God gave them another son. And when Eve held him, she knew exactly where he had come from.
God hath appointed me another seed instead of Abel, whom Cain slew.
Seth, be careful, my child.
And the Bible tells us that Adam and Eve did not stop there. They had more sons and daughters, a whole family, a whole life, built outside the garden, on hard ground, through pain and loss and forgiveness and faith. And through all of it, God was with them. So, what can we learn from Cain and Abel? First, God looks at your heart, not just what you do, but why you do it. Abel gave with love and faith. Cain gave without meaning it. God sees the difference every time. Second, you are your brother's keeper. Cain refused to be. We are called to love each other and look out for each other, not compete, not compare. Cain's pride made him think only of himself. Don't be like Cain. Third, God is faithful. Adam and Eve made mistakes. Their children made mistakes. Life was hard and painful, but God never left them. He kept providing. He kept giving life. He always will. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next video.